Welcome to the North State Breakdown with Benjamin Noane. Today, we're previewing this evening's November 7th, 2024 Shasta County Board of Supervisors meeting. It's set for 5:30 p.m. on Thursday at 1450 Court Street, a meeting that is quite significant despite its relatively light agenda. This meeting comes on the heels of the victory of the U.S. presidential candidate, Donald Trump, which will undoubtedly spark conversations, especially among those who have spent the last 4 years questioning election integrity and our local elections office. Interestingly, since Trump's victory announcement, the Elections Commission, a group put together at the behest of Supervisor Patrick Jones to investigate election fraud, spent several days observing at the elections office, but was noticeably absent the day after Trump's victory was announced. Let's review the regular calendar. First, we have R1, a resolution recognizing Marion Sargent, a Health and Human Services Agency employee, as Shasta County's Employee of the Month for November 2024. It's great to see county staff being acknowledged for their contributions. Next, R2 is a proclamation designated November 10th through November 16th as Veterans Awareness Week, sponsored by Supervisor Kevin Cry. This is timely, given that November 11th marks Veterans Day. R3 is a certificate of recognition for Brian Aldridge, Chase Peets, Dante Crandall, and Riley Gillian for their heroic actions on August 17, 2024. Sponsored by Supervisor Tim Garman, this recognition honors these young men for saving a woman's life at Anderson River Park. Their quick actions in a moment of crisis exemplified community spirit and heroism. R4 is a routine update from the County Executive Officer on ongoing county issues and legislation, accompanied by supervisor reports. R5 could be particularly contentious. This item will revisit discussions about a grant agreement with the Center for Tech and Civic Life, originally approved in April. Supervisor Patrick Jones, the sponsor, claims there were behind-the-scenes emails influencing the acceptance of these funds without full board oversight. It's important to note that earlier concerns, rooted in outdated affiliations with figures like Mark Zuckerberg, were found to be baseless. This funding supports our elections department with no hidden conditions, yet it's being used as a tool to sow mistrust in an office already under scrutiny. Recently, Jones went on the radio to suggest that the current Assistant Registrar of Voters, Joanna Francescut, should be fired, that he believes should be removed. This suggests that the item may be used to question her role and credibility in the elections office. This item is a no-vote item, and as such is not expected to allow public comment from the community. R6 is another critical item and follows a similar thread. This discussion item concerns potential issues with timestamps on audit logs from the March 2024 primary election. Supervisor Jones has previously raised concerns about irregularities similar to those seen in the Tina Peters case in Colorado, a comparison that is alarming given Peters' conviction for unauthorized data handling. It is important to note that Jones lost his election to Supervisor-elect Matt Plummer in March by a landslide. It would appear as if Jones is attempting to sow doubt about his loss in the March primary by alleging fraud. The key questions here are how Stephen Umfleet, an outsider, obtained such detailed proprietary information about election systems and whether this mirrors unauthorized access in Tina Peters' case, who was sentenced to 9 years in prison for her actions. The implications could affect trust in election security and accountability. Umfleet, someone with no credentials in election-related matters, was recently not allowed to speak as an expert in failed District 2 candidate Laura Hobbs' lawsuit against the county, as he is not considered an expert, and thus his testimony would not be admissible in the case. The consent calendar includes items like lease agreements, reappointments to the Board of Building Appeals, a county fire master plan agreement, and updates to contracts for services and facilities, including HVAC replacement at the Anderson Veterans Memorial. While routine, these items support public safety, infrastructure, and essential county operations. Moving on to closed session items, the meeting agenda includes discussions of significant legal cases involving the county. The primary cases listed are Miller et al. Versus County of Shasta and Curl Faller versus County of Shasta. These cases highlight ongoing legal challenges that the county is navigating, which may have substantial implications for local governance and operations. There was a later addendum to the agenda which adds 2 more legal cases, Jones v. Shasta County in the Shasta County Superior Court and Aldman v. Shasta County in the U.S. District Court for Eastern District of California. The inclusions of these cases suggest additional legal scrutiny and complexities that the board must address, reinforcing the importance of transparency and informed community participation. The meeting is a reminder of the importance of civic engagement, especially in moments like these where discussion about election integrity and local governance come to the forefront. Participation in democracy means showing up, listening, and speaking out when necessary. It's crucial for the community to be involved, not just when there are contentious items or issues on the table, but consistently. The upcoming meeting offers an opportunity for public voices to be heard, particularly during the public comment period, where anyone can address matters within the board's purview. Democracy works best when people participate actively, regardless of whether their preferred candidates win or lose. It's not just about reacting to outcomes. It's about maintaining an ongoing commitment to hold leaders accountable and to stay informed. Whether you agree or disagree with the direction the board is taking, being present and vocal ensures that decisions are made with a public awareness and input. Community involvement is what strengthens democracy and keeps it thriving. And that's the agenda preview.